stainless steel to the hard-ring leather, then comes the optical heart rate sensor, IP67 water resistance, pedometer, and wireless charging capabilities. This is what makes up the Moto 360. Hello YouTube, this is Everything Technology, and this is my review of the Motorola Moto 360. The Moto 360 is the first Android Wear Around smartwatch, making more appealing to the crowd than the rest of the competitors, as of now on. The design of the Moto 360 says it by its name, 360, however this is not fully 360 because of the black bar on the bottom, holding the display drivers, digitizer, and the ambient light sensor. Yes, a lot of people complain about this black bar, but even the first day of use it didn't really bother me at all. In fact, my eyes tended to ignore it, and a lot of people over-exaggerated it. The build quality on the Moto 360 is premium, featuring stainless steel all around and even a real leather strap. However, durability is okay, just like any device with screen. If you drop it, it will crack. One thing to mention, it has IP67 water and dust resistance. Remember, I didn't say waterproof. With the stainless steel to all the sensors in the watch, Motorola was able to maintain the weight, measuring at 49 grams. Yes, there's a lot of opinions of how big this smartwatch is, but my first impressions of the Moto 360 coming from a non-smartwatch user, it was just smaller than what I expected. And that's because, to me, all the different pictures I saw on the internet just made it look all extra big. Also, it felt fine on my wrist, and it took me just a day to get used to. But just because I had those impressions doesn't mean you'll be experiencing the same, because we do all have different wrists. Some are normal, fat, skinny, and some are just special. If you're wondering, this smartwatch comes in gray, like the one I have, and black. Also, the straps are interchangeable. The Moto 360 doesn't have the best display, not color accuracy or viewing angle wise, but just because it has 205 ppi, allowing me to distinguish the different pixels. However, after 2 or 3 days of usage, it stopped bothering me and I just stopped noticing them. The software is the best part of the Moto 360, running the latest version of Android Wear version 4.4 W.1. The whole interface is just simple and easy to use. To view the time, just raise your wrist to where you can see the screen. Navigating is even easier. All you do is scroll down to see the different Google Now cards or notifications. To read the notifications, just tap and scroll. To see more information or to reply to a notification, swipe left. And to dismiss it, swipe right. The way you could communicate to the Moto 360 is by talking to it, by first saying OK Google and asking a question or a command, such as this. What time is it in California? You're probably worried of how this is going to pick up your voice, and let me tell you now, the mic they used on this watch is surprisingly good. I was on the bus with a whole bunch of loud kids, and it still understood me perfectly. If you didn't already know, the watch connects to your Android phone through Bluetooth, meaning every notification you get on your phone, you will most likely receive on your watch. And any notification you dismiss will also be dismissed in your phone instantly. The Moto 360 features a Texas Instruments OMAP 3, which is a 4-year-old processor. But I can tell you now, it doesn't perform like a 4-year-old processor. I was able to swipe through different cards smoothly and run games like Floppy Droid. I could even do a little bit of web browsing. However, there was a little bit of stutter, and that's because Android Wear is still developing. Powering the Moto 360 is a supposedly 320 mAh battery, but when cracked open by iFixit, they only found a 300 mAh battery. Anyway, the battery life is good, it just depends on how you use it. For example, on the first official day of use, I left the Moto 360 charging overnight. Then I woke up at 5:30 a.m., got ready for school, and left the house at around 6:10 a.m. After a whole day of showing off, constantly exploring the watch, and people ask me if that's an Apple Watch. Hold up, is that the new Apple Watch? No, Victor, guess again. Oh, I know what it is. It's that new Samsung watch, right? No, it's a new Motorola Moto 360. Then as soon as I got home at around 2:50 p.m., I only had 12% left. However, after using this device a week later and only using it to check and reply to notifications, as soon as I got home, I had around 40 to 50% of battery left. One thing I can say about the Moto 360 that no other smartwatch has to offer as of right now is wireless charging capabilities. I had such a pleasant experience putting it on the cradle and not having to hook up any cables to the watch. Just look at it. I know, it's a work of art. In conclusion, I really enjoyed the Motorola 360, but now the question is, do I recommend it? Yes and no. Yes, because it makes life easier by receiving notifications from your wrist without having to pull out your phone. And if you're going to be using all the features the Moto 360 has to offer, such as gaming, web browsing, etc. No, because it doesn't add any functionalities to your smartphone, and I feel it's too overpriced for something that just allows you to quickly glance at your notifications. Keep in mind, this is my opinion. To test my opinion, I went to school and I showed off the watch to a couple of my friends, and it was a 50-50. Some people said it was worth the price and some people said it wasn't. At the end of the day, it's just a cool, round watch that's supposed to make life easier.